The DD-93, Record of Emergency Data, should an emergency occur or a death, can perform several functions for you. The first important piece of the DD-93 is it helps us identify, locate your next of kin for notification. If there is a change in who your next of kin are, you need to update that as well, so that the Army makes sure they're notifying the right person and makes sure they're going to the right location to do it. Second, it allows you to identify who you want to receive your death gratuity.
If you want to leave money to your minor children, make sure you talk to a legal assistance attorney so that that designation can be properly done. If you don't, then that money could be tied up for months or years.
It also allows you to identify who should receive unpaid pay and allowances. It allows you to identify person authorized to direct disposition of your remains.
This is the person that's going to be in charge of all funeral arrangements, all memorial arrangements in the case of the death of a soldier.
And there are some statutory requirements, but it does allow you to select the person that you think best capable to handle this situation, to handle this tough task. And in the remarks and continuation section, that section, sure, you can continue blocks in there, but you can also give directions and instructions in there. You can let somebody know in advance if there's a language barrier, if there is another life insurance policy, if there's a will, where it's kept, if you become injured and rehabilitation is necessary in your case, the area of location of your preference, non-medical attendant. There's just all kinds of directions and instructions you can put in there to help the Army, help you take care of your family, just like you were there.
To me, it's one of the best devotions of love you can do for your spouse, is to make sure that if something was to happen to you, and God forbid, we're all invincible, but we see it around us day to day in this world, is to make sure that our loved ones are taken care of.
Every soldier has a responsibility to themselves to make sure that in the event of their death, there's no additional anguish caused.
I had a son who went down in a helicopter over in Afghanistan. And because his DD-93 was filled out properly, it enabled me to be at his bedside within a couple days. The doctors were great when I talked to him on the phone, but there's nothing better than me being able to call back and tell things were looking good. I've seen it from my own eyes, and we had a great outcome. And I was fortunate, he was fortunate in that case. But just because his documentation was straight, it enabled me to get there in a timely manner and help everybody.
Even as a soldier myself, I was always told, complete this form, it's very important, make sure you sign it, make sure it's up to date, but never was really told why. When I came to casualty, I saw why. I saw this form come to life after a soldier's life ends.
When you understand what the soldier wanted them to have happen for them, and that they talk to the family and it's a plan and it's happening, it's one less burden to bear.